Hi, VOD's channel. How you doing? Welcome in. How are you? I already said how are you. We're back with I'm on observation duty. We're playing I'm on observation duty 6 for the first time in a while. And I need to stretch. Sorry. Alrighty. We're back with I'm on observation duty 6. This has a new reporting system, I'm pretty sure. And I've never played this one before. Hello? There was a person in the back. There's, like, not been someone here the entire time I've had this open. And then there was just someone in the back. What? Hello? Anyway. Yeah, let's hop into it. I believe settings are good. Maybe a little bit more volume is okay. Sure, we can turn those on. Hopefully the brightness is also enough. So, we'll see. Start. We've got some levels. Where do we want to go first? Train, hotel, hospital, university, summer cottage, or pool? I'm leaning towards pool. Okay. Normal difficulty for new I'm on observation duty players. Balanced anomaly difficulty, no penalty from false reports. Hard, increased anomaly difficulty, penalty from false reports. Let's play normal for now. I'm pretty sure there's achievements for doing them in hard mode, which we'll do at another point. Right? Yes, there are hard mode achievements. We'll get those later. We're gonna play on normal for now. Pool. The city of Redacted has closed off one of their public pools due to anomalous activity. Several people have been found drowned in the pool during the late hours of the night. None of them had a history of illness, and all their families and friends testified they were skillful swimmers. During the 2 weeks prior to the pool's closure, swimmers reported someone or something trying to pull them underwater while they were in the pool. Many visitors have reported missing belongings and a general sense of being watched. Strange light phenomena have been observed in the general area around the pool at night. So pause as escape, switch cameras A and D, normal. Hold down to report an anomaly and right click to open the report window. Okay. I'm going to do a different voice for this. Pool. The city of Redacted has closed off one of their public pools due to anomalous activity. Several people have been found drowned in the pool during the late hours of the night. None of them had a history of illness, and all their families and friends testified that they were skillful swimmers. During the 2 weeks prior to the pool's closure, swimmers reported someone or something trying to pull them underwater while they were in the pool. Many visitors have reported missing belongings and a general sense of being watched. Strange light phenomena have been observed in the general area around the pool at night. That's all for now. Stay tuned. Oh, this is just it. Oh, okay. Okay. Right click to open that. Attention, employee! Anomalies have been previously cited in the monitored area. Pay extremely close attention to the camera footage. File an anomaly report as soon as possible when you notice something has changed. Okay, publible padabagabaga PLL I did not mean to do that. Garbage cans, building, pool bags here, a bunch of shoes. Alright. I'm assuming that's normal? Oh, we don't select one. Okay, we just do that. Okay, no anomalies found. I'll squawk same swag or what on with this weed or Uh, these look fairly normal. We've got more pool bags, like a lunch bag, shoes, stores and stuff. Pool bag, soap, shampoo, hand sanitizer. Oh, it's one of these. Okay. It's probably shampoo or body wash or something. Towels and stuff. 2 showers. Is that... Does water come from there and there? Or does it switch? I don't see a mechanism to switch it. I don't know. Towels. We've got a clock, which might be accurate? No, not accurate. Sab sig fucking the bada. Say you're safe, thank you. Safe Swiss with. There's some pool equipment things. Bottles over here. Red, yellow, blue. Cool. This... Is this the same area? I don't know. Oh, there's a door over there as well. This, shoes, nothing in the water. There's 4 lines. Lifeguard tower thing. Yeah, shoes, that. Apparently there are things in the pool, you just can't see it from this angle. Oh, there's that. I'm assuming that's normal. Oh, it's that. Yeah. Okay, and then there's a ball and... drain? Question mark? And then we got the sauna. Sauna rules, which I can't read. Shoes. Swim trunks for some reason. The little buckets and stuff. Trash cans, towels. Yeah. Okay, and we're back at the start. Something might have probably changed somewhere. Was this always here? I don't remember. No. I mean, yes. It was always there. That was always like that, I'm pretty sure. We have entrance, dressing room, shower, poolside, pool, underwater, and sauna. Okay. So we've got those that we can do with the right-click anomalies. That's not normal. Anomaly detected. Please stand by. Woo! Okay, we found one. We're doing great. This looks cursed, but it was like that when I got here. Yeah, it's normal. Got that. There's that. I can't see, like, the ball in the water from here. Is it moving or is that normal? I think that's normal. This might be very hard because of stuff. Was that always there? I don't know. Yes. This was always open. There are too many shoes for me to keep track of them all. Alright. Not seeing anything out of... Was this always here? I don't know. No. I knew it was new. Oh, it was a bag before, that's right. I'm just gonna quickly check this, just in case. Because I don't actually know. Okay, it's fine. Alright. I do want to keep an eye on this door over here. You can, like, you can see the edge of my mouse when I can't. Which is kind of hilarious. This door was always open. This was here What? What is that? Was that always there? I don't think that was always there. I guess so. It's what fills up the pool, I guess. That definitely wasn't there before. Cool. Alright, this one has the thing in it, this one doesn't. At least I'm pretty sure that was like that. This is not what it was before. I don't remember what it was before, but it wasn't that. This... Did that change? No, that's just a shoe. It's not... It hasn't changed. Yeah. Everything looks normal in here. Towel. I think towel, maybe. Let's see. Anything happening? That was always there. 4 lines. Right. Yes. It's just playing tricks on me. It's not the game, it's me. 2 trash cans, shoes. Okay, and we've got 7 cameras. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You lost your goggles, I'm pretty sure. I'm sure you look more cursed than you did before. Definitely more cursed than you were before. Okay. I thought this was changed, but no. Anyway, how's everyone's day been? I decided that my days off are Tuesday and Sunday, so I have 4 work days in a row, which means my legs hate me mostly on Saturdays. They can hate me earlier in the week. I mean, they'll hate me like after every day of work, but this is on Saturdays especially. They are not happy about having walked for so long, 4 days in a row. But 2-player Tuesdays, man. We're gonna finish Bokura next week, hopefully, with Horn. So, yeah, keep an eye out for that. What? What do you mean, too many anomalies? That wasn't always open, was it? What? Are you sure? You're sure about that? Okay, that's different. What else has changed? Yeah, we've got those. Towels haven't changed, I don't think. Unless they have? Doors, it's closed. We've got the thing in the pool. We've got the thing under the pool. I already checked that door. Oh. These weren't always here. Are you sure? I'm sure I clicked a little bit low, but they're still right there. What? What do you mean? Anomalies taken over. I think this game is the first one to give you feedback, though. Anomaly report. Missing things. Gosh dang it. Extra object pool. Missing object sauna. Missing object pool side. Okay. Missing object pool side. Extra object pool. Missing object in the sauna and pool side. Extra object pool. Okay. So, poolside missing object? Well, there's not anything missing now, and I don't know what was missing. Pool extra object, I think it said. What was extra? And then sauna missing object? These towels, they were gone from the start. I've only found one of the anomalies that we missed last time. This is great. Something had disappeared from here? Or is this extra object? No. That was missing object, this was extra object. And I don't know what was extra here. Hopefully we'll figure it out. Apparently the coins were always there. So, there's that. And this door was always open. This door is not open. Cool. Alrighty then. It's been so long since I played I'm on observation duty, and I still have 2 more games to get through, plus achievements to get in, like, most of the previous ones. I haven't even played 3. I'm still debating if... Excuse me? First anomaly and it's an intruder? Okay. That's crazy. But yeah, I don't know if I want to play the 3rd one. That's what I was talking about, right? My memory is so bad. And I'm probably going to try to get the last achievement for 4 off stream, because it's just the secret ending, which is random and is basically just starting and restarting a run of ton. So I'll probably just get that in on my own time. 5, I also need to get a random chance secret ending, but I also still have to beat one of the maps. At least one of the maps. So, yeah. We'll play that one at some point. I want to, like, play all of the maps in all of the games before I'm, like, going achievement hunting in individual ones. Especially for things like that, because, I am behind. I got given a key for I'm on Observation Duty 8, and I haven't played it yet, and I'm still on 6. I haven't even played 7. I played the demo of 7. But I haven't even... This is my first time playing 6. Hadn't played it before. I've played the demo for 7. Haven't played 8 at all. So, yeah. Feel like there should be something wrong. What's wrong? There's that. Is there more than just that going on? Not really that I can tell. I do like this new reporting system, though. It feels better to me. It does make it harder for chat, because if they say something, I can't just go to a room, click report, and choose the room and the anomaly. They have to tell me, like, where it is on the map, on the screen. Just like something disappeared. Where was it? It was over here somewhere. Here, I'll try here. I'll try here. Maybe some shoes moved or something. I can hope. No. I can have hope, even if it's pointless. That's new. That wasn't like that before. So right-click menu, Steam/smoke. I'm curious if you can also do this one as Steam/smoke. Unsure. It might be more widespread Steam/smoke that report is. Like all over the screen. This Steam/smoke. No, I'm kidding. That's not an anomaly. It's Dishonored. It's supposed to be like that. It makes that room like kind of a nightmare, but still. I assume this light is supposed to be here. I assume a lot of things. I don't remember that. It's probably always been there, but I don't remember it. It's also very easy for me to be like, I haven't paid attention to this, so just hold click and check it. See what happens. Alright. One. I'm sorry? Eyeball in the sky? What? Hello? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We've got all cameras. Eyeball in the sky. I have had a song stuck in my head. I don't remember where I heard it. But it's like diamonds in the sky. I don't know. Da 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 da. And so when you said eyeball in the sky, I'm like, eyeball in the sky. Okay, just had to check. Also, hi Scarlett, welcome in. Those are more stairs than there should be. There should not be that many stairs. Thank you. Thank you. I guess I need to be paying attention to the sky here, too. Gotta make sure none of these buildings disappear. Which that might have actually happened. I don't know. Shoes, a lot of shoes. We are almost at 2 a.m. We're approaching it. We are approaching 2 o'clock. I don't remember how far we got last time. Was there more here? I don't know. I'm trying. Oh. We're getting a lot of the same anomalies. I'll be honest. And by that I mean we've gotten 2 of the same anomalies. And we haven't seen that many anomalies. Maybe it's giving those anomalies to be nice to me. Go away, please. You are creepy. No wonder people had a general sense of feeling watched here. Eyeball in the sky, guy over the fence, guy past the fence. There's a lot of people watching from afar here. Did that just spawn in? Is my mind playing tricks on me? My mind's playing tricks on me. Okay. Good to know. Da-da. I think everything is fine. We've got 2 bottles and a cup over there. There's water over here, which is normal. Bench, door. I'm pretty sure that's normal. Check it anyway, just to be sure. Yeah, it's normal. Cool. The recording also feels very fast, so I can just check something. It feels not out of the way at all to just check something, just to be sure. On hard mode, I'm sure the penalties would be too much for that, but the ball disappeared. But yeah. We'll just keep monitoring like that eyeball wanted to do. I don't know what that eyeball was looking at, but it was creepy. I hated it. I didn't hate it that much, but I don't know. I can still just generally have a dislike for a giant eyeball in the sky. Just a mannequin head. Okay. Someone drowned their mannequin. Let's see. I know that's right. I remember 2 pairs of shoes here, and a pair of shoes here. I don't know what that is. The, like, the semicircle thing. I don't know what that is. I don't think it's I don't think that's, like, any swimwear or anything. Is it maybe, like, a swim cap? I don't know. I'm kind of also just giving time for anomalies to spawn. We're on normal mode, which means anomalies are really slow right now. So, yeah. Anomalies being slow means I go through the rooms faster. Yes, that was like that. Okay. Let's see. Any anomalies? We've had 2 intruders and a floating eyeball before 3 a.m. Which I think is kind of crazy. What do you mean there are multiple anomalies present? Oh. Does that work? No, we need distortion in underwater. And we can't change off of it. We just have to wait and hope we don't die. Okay. We did that. That's 1. What are things? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh boy, I'm missing things right now. There's at least 2 things here. I'm pretty sure. And I don't know what. Is that Matt new? Oh boy. This horse is new. I don't know what else is wrong. There's clearly other things that are wrong. I want to say over here somewhere there's something. Maybe something missing. Oh! The lifeguard thing is missing. A lifeguard chair. What? Was it on this side? It was on that side. I swear if... Okay, there we go. We got that. I'm still gonna say there's one more. This... Did that move? I don't even know if that was, like, now or earlier. But that moved. Does that sound normal? Is hearing something in this room normal? I'm going to hope so. I'm still in panic mode, even though I'm probably safe right now. But keyword is probably, because I don't know. You can never really be sure. I need to remember to watch, like, the sky and, like, above areas. I don't think there's a light anomaly here. We can try light anomaly underwater. I don't think it's correct, but it's worth a shot. Alrighty. I'm still in panic mode, by the way. I'm still like, there's probably still one more anomaly out there that we haven't fixed. I mean, that's probably, like, always going to be the case. The chances are. Is that how the pool is? Is that an anomaly? I guess that's how the pool is. Missing trash can. Or what's on the other side? Is it gonna be like, no anomaly found? Okay, there we go. I think I would always be paranoid of anomaly if of an anomaly I thought was normal the whole time. Yeah. Yeah. The thing is, a lot of the time, when there's something you thought was normal the whole time, and then you do find it, you're like, then you're never missing it again, because that's something you're looking for always in the future. But, yeah, I'm pretty sure that happened to me on the first run, because there were 2 missing objects, but I also don't know what the missing objects were. There was a missing object. Oh, yeah, the towels were missing here, like, the entire first round. So, yeah. But, yeah. That's why, second run, I always, like, go through the cameras a lot faster so that I can see if anything, I thought was normal the whole time last time was actually not normal. I do like that this game gives you feedback. I think the ones following this always give you feedback on the anomalies you missed. But I like that this one finally introduces it. Is that normal? Has that always been there? I can't say for sure. I have no idea. No, it wasn't. Okay, I'm not crazy. Sometimes I'm not crazy. Sometimes I am, but sometimes I'm not. And that's just life. I remember these two were a little bit off-centered, which now with my job, I, like, feel the urge to straighten everything. Ow! What? Why did that donut fly at the screen? Hello? Anyway, I work in, like, the furniture section, and so part of my job is, like, or part of my idling job is straightening the furniture, and so now... Okay, sir, can you not? I said, can you not? So, seeing this, I just want to straighten it out, but I can't, because it's not an anomaly. And I can't do anything about things that aren't anomalies. I report anomalies, and they get fixed. Anything that's not an anomaly, I can't do anything about. But that's this job. That's my fake job. My fake job is this, which hypothetically I get paid for doing this in the world. Those were swim trunks before. Not a bathing suit. You can't catch me with that. I'm seeing those drawstrings every time. You can't suddenly take them away and act like everything's normal. Cool. That light's always on. Clear. I'm sure one of these buildings might be able to disappear, and if they ever do, I'm not going to notice. So, yeah. Sauna rules seems fine. I can't actually read the sauna rules, but it's fine, because I'm pretty sure that if it changed slightly, that sauna rules would not say sauna rules. That's a different door. Is it not? It's a different door. Someone just came in and replaced the door while I wasn't looking. The things here disappeared. I don't know what they're called. Floaty things. Most of them disappeared. We're getting more anomalies, guys. Woo. That means it's easier to die. Woo. I don't know, I think I'm doing pretty good. And then I'm gonna die at, like, in the last 10 minutes. I can see it now. What better time to replace the door than when no one is there? Exactly. That's when I replace my door. Unfortunately, there's never no one here. There's always someone home. There's rarely a time when I'm the only one home. It does happen sometimes, but not often. Okay, I think everything's normal. I don't know what all the... That building's taller. I think. It is. I'm glad I started paying attention to the buildings. Because there was a taller building. I was about to say, like, I don't know what's going on with this stuff over here. So I'm just gonna report it. And then I saw that a building was a lot taller than it should have been. Which is grounds for anomaly detection and correction. Or I guess just anomaly correction in this case. That's a different bench. I do like that because of the new recording system, they can also be a bit more creative with the anomalies. Like switching out a bench for a different bench. And switching a door for a different door. Yeah. This is why I like the series. They can be so creative and very fun, and also kind of creepy, and they do a good job with, like, the intruders and stuff. In the intruders job, it's fun. and interesting. So, yeah. I just tried to press down. Down doesn't do anything. S doesn't do anything. There wasn't anything on the top row. I'm telling myself just to manifest that it's true. Oh, we've got spooky final hour music. But we don't have a warning, so if we die, we just die. But we're gonna also have this music for an hour. Sauna rules. There's still sauna rules. Da 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 da. I can't read what that says, but I'm sure it's normal because I can't read what it says. So if it changed, I wouldn't be able to notice. The creepy music is giving mighty spooky vibes, though. Oh. Steam/smoke in the sauna. This is way too much steam/smoke. And nothing else wrong here? Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. We've got all of our cameras. I have to check that every now and then because there is always the possibility of a camera malfunctioning and then just not noticing that it's gone because it's gone. You're not actively looking at a camera and it's just gone. Out of sight, out of mind, you know? It's easier to notice an item missing than a camera missing. Because you're looking at all of the things on the camera and like, oh, this item, this item, and this item, but you're not really paying attention to, like, oh, there's this camera and then this I mean, it kind of does come second nature, like, oh, this is sauna, the next one's going to be the entrance, and then the dressing room, and then the shower, and then poolside pool, underwater sauna. But that's also not, like, so ingrained, where if you, like, don't see a camera, it's usually not going to be immediate. I think I would notice if the sauna or underwater stopped showing up because of the atmospheres they have. Hello? She's crying. No strings attached. Meet the marionette. Ooh. So that's the marionette. Interesting. She was crying. I know that much. I didn't realize. I mean, she was. Well, in hindsight, she was walking in a very marionette way. Or I guess I should say she was walking very stiffly. Didn't notice that in the moment. All I could see was that she was crying. And pacing back and forth. Or maybe it was walking in circles. Who's to say? Okay. We've got, like, 10 minutes left. We can do this. But, again, we don't have a warning, so if we die, we're just gonna die. Are those missing their tops? They don't have the swirly thing. And that's both of them? Yeah, okay. Cool. It's, like, so close. And yet I still feel like we could die at any moment. Even though I'm sure we won't. got the ticking now. Did I miss anything? You made it! No diving allowed. Complete pool. You fixed 28 anomalies. No missed anomalies? Question mark? I think that's no missed anomalies. Woo! Pool completed. Pool has been defeated. Let's go to... University sounds like it's going to be overwhelming. Because I'm imagining a lot of textbooks and stuff. But then again, all of these except for pool feel like they might be overwhelming. Hospital might be the least overwhelming. So because of that, let's go to hospital. Hospital. The redacted hospital has been evacuated and shut down due to multiple anomalous events. For several weeks, sorry, I looked away for 1 second and I lost my place. Hold on. I think in 7 you hold down and then choose something, and I think that might be the same in 8 too. But I kind of like this one, where you aren't choosing a thing. But I do think they changed it in the future ones. The redacted hospital has been evacuated and shut down due to multiple anomalous events. For several weeks prior to the evacuation, the staff of redacted hospital have reported surgical instruments and medicine going missing. What was first believed to be a case of kleptomania turned out to be the beginning of a Class 7 anomalous event. Days before the evacuation and shutdown, patients with no prior mental illnesses were reported to show signs of extreme paranoia and schizophrenia. The body of the head doctor was found in one of the operating rooms 5 hours before the evacuation. According to the first responders, the body was torn to shreds. I love that we're getting more lore. I think 5 really started with the lore. Actually, it was 3 that really started with the lore. Because 3, well, we haven't played it yet. I have seen people play it, and I know it's first person walking around and finding things rather than the style of all the other ones. But one of the maps is headquarters, and that's the Bureau of Anomaly Detection and Correction headquarters. I think it's at least like an office for it. So yeah, that starts to add some lore. Technically, there was from the first one the lore about Timothy, but yeah, we're getting a little bit more of like the bureau and area and how the anomalies work lore. Like, Class 7 anomalous event is not a term we've heard before. In fact, we haven't heard many terms before this. We do know that there is a boss. In 5, before going into the maps, they'll give you a little bit of lore. Like, the boss was out shopping today and saw some anomalies. Here's the store. Find anomalies and stuff. But this one is, like, fully detailing things. Which I love. I hope we get a lot more in future games as well. Also, Twitch chat, in approximately 4 minutes, there will be a 30-minute long ad, after which you will have an hour of ad reviewing. If you would, however, like a month of ad reviewing, you can subscribe, but I personally recommend becoming a Kofi member because you pay less and I get more. Alright, that's our setup for the hour. Let's start. Okay, we've got chairs here, double lined. This one's just against the wall. Yeah. Wheelchair. Cam rolls, soda, TV, door, 4 paintings, 3 brochures, or something, 2 windows, 3 papers here, clock, fire extinguisher, plants and stuff, more things, trash, wheelchair, door with that's open to pills, binders, question mark, trashing inside. There's this poster, tray thing out there, medical bed out here, radiator, National Doctor's Day on February 27th, fire extinguisher, cabinet thing, doors lining the hallway, morgue and isolation ward, TV, plants, chairs, desk thing, beds. One of them doesn't have one of the tray tables. I'm going to check to make sure that's normal. Because we have taken a bit to get here. Okay. This one has a cup. This one has a paper. This side desk has a notebook. And there's an outlet and lights. And a brochure on the floor. And 2 brochures on the desk. 2 windows. Door. 2 papers. 2 brochures. Clock, which is the actual time. Aloe vera plant. 4 chairs here. A chair at each desk. Computer at each desk. This computer is on, which I assume is normal. Printer. Binders. Filing cabinets. Binders here as well. National Doctor's Day. Breathe poster. Medical checkup. Stretching is important. Wheelchair. Stool. Trash can. More brochures. More things. Small computer. There's not a monitor. There's not an actual PC there, so let me check that that's not an anomaly. Okay, there's just no PC there, I guess. The monitor is the PC. Washing hands. Yeah. Monitor thing. Drawer open. Trash can. Papers. Scale. Chair in the corner. A bunch of things on that desk. That I know is not normal. There's no way that's normal. Blood on the floor cannot be normal. Blood coming out of the drain cannot be normal. Shower with a lot of whole things, but then again, it is also a hospital, so that makes sense. Because there might be people who need to rely on those. I'm guessing this dispenses body wash or something. I don't know what that jar is, but I'm sure it's something. Outlet, soap, dryer thing, bottles here. And we're back here. Was this cup always here? I didn't pay attention to the tables in the middle. Just quickly check all these things on the table. Okay, I'm going to assume the last thing is also still meant to be there. And the fire extinguisher and trash can are meant to be there. Just to make sure, get them both in one thing. Okay. 3 things, double layer, what is that? Cup and something? I don't know, but they're normal, apparently. Upside down fire extinguisher. National Doctor's Day. Blah, 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 blah. Got pills and binders and stuff in there. I can't actually read that. Blibito or something? I don't know. Was there more than just a towel on this thing? I know there was a thing there, but I don't... That looks like shampoo. Is that not shampoo? It might be sunscreen. Which is also kind of weird to have, but it makes more sense. There were 2 plants. Or 2 brochures on here. I didn't pay attention to the paintings, but they're normal paintings. Or pictures, I guess. 1 a.m. Clock is correct. Chairs. All good. There were always this many plants, right? There was always a plant here. I'm gonna hope so. Well, I guess I'm not saying I'm hoping so when I'm actively checking if it's an anomaly. Yeah, that looks normal. Stretching is important. Wheelchair, blah, 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 blah. Phone was there before. All the handles, that was there. Was that there? Did I just gloss over that? I did just gloss over that. Okay, there's a scale there. Keep that in mind. A trash can there as well. Cup still here. Trash can, blah, 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 blah. Three. I'm guessing those are like light switches for the rooms. Maybe? I don't know what they are, but I'm assuming they're normal. Cool, that seems fine. This is fine. Morgan isolation ward. One on the floor, two on the table. Alrighty. When a TV turns on, I'll let you know. Through the TV that has now turned on. I'm sure they can turn on at least. At least this one can turn on. What do you mean? Actually, what do you mean? Are these chairs floating? Or big? Or something? I know that's not good. Oh boy. Is that painting different too? I think it is. What else is wrong? Okay, that was wrong. Okay. I think there should be one more thing. I thought I heard something when I went here. That's probably normal. Check it just in case. Stretching is important. Oh, it wasn't normal. Okay, great. We're fine. We're fine. This mirror feels a little bit off. Quickly check it just in case. I think it's fine though. Yeah. Mirrors are just kind of weird in general. You know. Pamphlet on the floor. I think those were always there. There's notes here. Blah, 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 blah. There's a plant there. Was that always a desk? Or, like, a bench? I mean... I guess so. Cool. So, what else we got? What else we got? Did I miss this? Has that always been there? I think I just missed that. Yeah, I just missed it. Check that there isn't, like, something very wrong down the hallway. Everything seems fine. This one looks fine. Oh! That trash can's on fire. Alrighty. Surely these posters are going to change into some cursed things eventually. I'm sure they will. I am, like... I don't know if I'm hiccuping or what. It's either hiccup or, like, small burps. Very, very tiny ones. From just drinking. La-di-da-da-da. That's supposed to be a cottage in the woods. I know that picture. That's not supposed to be that. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. Yeah, this is still showing the correct time. This computer's still on. Or at least the monitor is. I don't know if the computer is. Did I switch away and switch back and that changed? I was just like, oh, I didn't really inspect that room thoroughly enough. Come back, and that's not the same picture. It's not the same poster. So I don't know. It could have been there and, like, you know, good thing I went back. Because I would have, I would have gone back to it and caught it then. Light anomaly in patient ward. I don't know what's going on there, but something. What is that? Is that just weird colors? Is that just printer things? That's just printer things. Okay. Stool's fine. Everything looks fine for now. Keyword for now. We don't have our thing anymore, our warning anymore, so if we die, we're not gonna see it coming. Yay. Also, that feels like a very inconvenient placement for those. I don't know, it might just be me. Same with this, why is it on the other side of the toilet? But, Abyss in the water closet. Glad I made fun of that for a bit so I could see Abyss spawn. Two people in this little painting. I'm just assuming that this clock is right, because there's no way for me to tell if it's wrong. I thought that was a sword, but it's just a syringe. Watch, there's like... Is this empty? I think that's empty. Watch, it's gonna like fill up with blood or something. I don't know. This game does weird things. Let's see. We still got all our cameras. How many cameras do we have? 1, 2, 3. We've got 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got all our cameras. This toilet hasn't changed, right? I know in like the first, one of the first 4, a toilet can change, like a toilet changes. I don't remember which one it is. I can, like, see the room. I don't know if it's in 1 or 4. I think it's in 1. I think it's a room in the first game. So, yeah. Eyeball. Eyeball again. Those shells are stocked. Look at that. I'm pretty sure they've always been that stocked, but it doesn't hurt to check in this mode. Okay, they're fine. I feel like it's been too long. Something should be wrong. That... I'm going to go with it. That's a rhyme. Cool. I totally meant to do that. Was that tower always on the floor? I think so. But I'm also... I should probably check it, because I am in there's probably anomalies mode. Hello? Oh. It's just TikTok telling me that my streak is gonna end. Well, it's not. It's just, it's sending me a message like, hey, don't let the streak end. And I'm like, yeah, I'll take care of it later when I'm not streaming. But, like, there's totally something wrong, right? Like, it's been too long. No! It's over. You fixed 11 anomalies. Extra object corridor. Missing object patient warden lobby? Okay. Extra object corridor. Missing object patient warden lobby. Missing object patient warden lobby? What was missing here? Did I miss the plant? Did I miss a trash can? Oh boy. And extra object here? What was extra? Missing object here too? Did one of these plants disappear? I think one of the plants might have disappeared. Whoops. It's bad that I can't even remember what I was looking at 5 minutes ago. Yeah, that was unhelpful. Extra object corridor. Okay. Nothing that I see now. Nothing that I'm like, oh, that must have been extra. Nope. Must have been something in here. That, or it was like the last thing that spawned. And then we died before we could see it. We're going to do better this time. I don't know what we missed last time, but we're going to do better. Oh, okay. I was, like, just curious about this because, there was, like, something weird here. I'm like, oh, what is that weird lighting? It's just the bottom of this. It's the wheel, and, you know, yeah, is that. I think we did better on our first round on this map than we did our... Okay, and so second round is just always going to start with crazy anomaly, huh? Is that what we're doing now? Okay. Okay. Surely the anomalies are not too sneaky. Surely. Okay. I think we'll do 3 maps today. Try to finish them all. But yeah. And then next time we play, we'll play the other 3 maps. I am not presently seeing anything. Let's see, can I... Settings... I can turn these off. Oh, we'll keep those on, sure. But because I'm just gonna press escape to pause anyway, and right-click to do anomalies, might as well turn those buttons off. I mean, I am also... You know what? Sure, I'm not using them. Let's have a little bit of a clearer picture. I'm using keybinds anyway. I thirst. I am glad that we don't, like, have to move a camera around for anything. Like, there's not an anomaly that, like, you turn the camera over to the left, and there can be an anomaly over there. I'm glad there's just a fixed position. Though also, these are random places for cameras to be. Like, they're not in the corners of, like, any of the rooms. They're not actually getting a full view of the room. This one kind of makes sense. Maybe. I mean, maybe put it a little bit farther back down the hallway, because there is clearly more hallway this direction, because this is here. But this one might make the most sense, because this one feels the most like, maybe it is, yeah, that's just one of those security cameras in the corner of a room. This one makes the least sense. This one makes medium sense. This one doesn't. I don't know. It feels a little weird to have a camera in the water closet, but maybe the Bureau put them there. Maybe these are the Bureau's cameras, and so they're in weird places. Maybe that's why. Because I don't think a normal doctor's office would exactly have a camera in the bathroom like that. I don't know. I feel like most bathrooms shouldn't have a camera in there. Because, you know, privacy. But then again, privacy is kind of dead. With the internet and, like, home devices and... You know, our phones are always listening to us talk about something, and you're gonna find ads about it because your phone is listening, and, you know... Stuff like that. We're in a semi-dystopian world, woo. At least we can have fun. That's what I strive for. Upside down fire extinguisher again. Recently, I've been, like, talking a lot about, like, not on stream, but, like, in my friend group, I've been talking a lot about elation, and, like, following elation, and, like, a song on my playlist came up today, and I'm like, this is quite an elation coded song. It's not like, oh, this is 100% elation, but it's like, if you look at it enough and think this is an elation song, it can make sense. It's Good to Be Alive by CG5, and it's an Among Us song, funnily enough. But it's like, it's good to be alive. People are dying, but that doesn't matter, because it's good to be alive. Watching fireworks display that is actually just a volcano erupting. How incredible. That's amazing, isn't it? I'm looking up the lyrics now. I'm still locked in the cams. We're getting a lot of repeat anomalies. Let's see. Nothing's wrong here, right? No. It's good to be alive. This one, yeah. Were those things always there? Has there always been this much stuff here? I know this is normal, I know this is normal. And I guess this is normal, and I guess that's normal. Okay. Fine, I'm wrong. You got me. One of the lines is literally, um, I don't care about the bodies in my wake. I think. Is that what it is? I ain't worried about the fakes or the bodies in my wake. Baby, I'm a firework like Pompeii, which is in the music video when the guy's watching the volcano go off, and there's a chair missing here. Will it still get that chair if I'm, like, recording here? Surely, right? Yeah. Okay. There aren't any other missing ones? Okay. But it's also, like, because it's, like, an Among Us song, and, like, haha, there's imposters, people are dying, but this guy is so not the imposter, uh, there's a lot of lines that are, like, talking about killing or death in some way, but it's just said in such an upbeat way, and the phrase is also still meant to be upbeat. Like, um, uh, where is it? Can't kill my la-di-da vibe, suffocate my feeling, alright, or asphyxiate my hype. Multiple ways to kill. But you can't do it. You can't. You can't do my vibe. You can't kill my vibe, suffocate my feeling, alright, or asphyxiate my hype. Yeah. Yeah. I think it's a pretty nice song. I like it. It's nice and upbeat. It's fun, jovial, and this was not on a shelf before. I'm pretty sure. Okay, it's always been on a shelf, apparently. What? Okay. But yeah, that's... It's not entirely an elation song, but it's also, like, you know, still having fun despite people literally dying next to you. I don't know, that feels kind of elation coded. I gotta be very hydrated. I fear if I don't stay hydrated enough, I'm gonna lose my voice. I did kind of, like, lose my voice a little bit earlier in the week, but luckily I haven't had that problem, like, on a stream day, or if I have, it hasn't persisted during stream. So, yeah. Like, I kind of lost my voice earlier today, but it's fine now. I don't know why. The best guess I have is, like, heaving a lot, not drinking enough while working, and so leaving my throat dry. That's the best guess I have. I remember last Thursday, we were going to play D&D, we didn't. So, but while I was at work, I was like, okay, maybe I'm gonna want to text someone or text them. Hello? Can I help you? Is she moving closer? Are they moving closer? Ah! They're getting up! They're getting up! They're getting up! Oh, they're not getting up. They're going forward. I hated that. They see me rolling. Meet the Brusha? That feels like a word from a language I don't speak. Meet the Bruxa. Was that what it said? Hold on. I need... Let me take a look at it again. Bruxa. So I'm not sure. Uh, but yeah, anyway, I was tempted to, like, message the group chat, like, hey, while someone picks me up, anyone want to, like, turn on, get the kettle going so I can, like, have hot chocolate when I get home? Because my voice was, I could feel my throat getting hoarse, and I'm like, I'm gonna want some hot chocolate to fix this. And then we didn't play D&D, and I don't even know if I needed hot chocolate when I got home. My voice might have just been fine, or I might have just been like, I don't need it. And by that I mean I don't need my voice. Well, I'm not playing D&D anymore. Guess I don't need my voice. Oh boy, we're missing things. We've been having too much fun. Clock is right. Those are right. National Doctors Day. There's these. This. I think this room's fine. I think this room's fine. That's different. There was not always a mouth there. There's the wheelchair here, this plant, National Doctors Day. Oh gosh. Camera check. 1, 2, 3. Was this 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we have all our cameras. I found one anomaly. We're going to die. We have our warning, and I found one anomaly. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh man, oh golly gee. Who? Yeah. I don't know what's wrong. Corridor extra object, question mark? Is this an extra object? Has this pipe always been here? That pipe's always been there. Oh golly gee, we're going to die. Ah! She's back! Or they're back. Okay. Well, we're still missing, like, at least one anomaly. Because that was new. Hi. Oh, jars. There's supposed to be 3 up here. I remember that. Has this drain also changed? I don't know. I am curious what Bruxa means. I'm gonna look it up. Hold on. Let me pause so I don't die while I'm looking this up. Bruxa. Oh, okay. Hold on. We got folklore. Bruxa. Brosha. It's a... Hold on. It's Portuguese. Brosha is the Portuguese name for a type of vampire found in Iberian, Spanish and Portuguese folklore. In Spanish, it is referred to as the bruja, which is also witch. So, according to the legends, the brosha, I said like 3 different pronunciations. Were once humans that, through the power of witchcraft, hence bruja, hence witch, transformed themselves into the undead. Once undead, the brosha. Am I going to say the wrong thing 2 times and then the right one every time? According to legends, the brosha were once humans that, through the power of witchcraft, transformed. Once undead, the brosha developed a craving for blood. The brosha's typical victims are infants, young animals, and unwary travelers. Cool. Though the name of the brosha translates to English as witch, they are considered to be a kind of vampire. The term feiticeira is instead used to denote what an English speaker would consider to be a witch. Okay. The brosha's true form is that of a tall, slender woman of fair proportions wearing scanty white garments. As unholy creatures, they're considered to be sexual partners of the devil himself. Okay, I get that. I'm kidding. What? I skipped ahead? According to Northern Portuguese folklore, brochas are thought to be extremely common and appear at night. They typically stay just outside of view with their laughing and clapping indicating their presence. When seen, they will quickly take the form of waterfowl. Blah, 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 blah. Victims of brochas. Protection from brochas. Like conventional vampires, brochas are pulsed by both the sign of the cross and by garlic. Why garlic? Why is garlic some holy thing? Why are vampires allergic to garlic? Metal, particularly iron. Bread is to be believed to have protective qualities. The mere act of touching a piece of bread can provide protection against evil figures such as the brosha. Also common to other many parts of Europe, for that, by the way. Small bag. On May Day, the brosha is considered to be particularly active. Interesting. You'll learn something new every day. It tastes so good that religious people deemed it divine. Is that true, or are you making that up? Because I could kind of see that being true. Or is it just that garlic is gross, and so unholy creatures, or like, not gross, but like raw garlic just is really pungent. And they have sensitive little noses. I don't know about that. The stool moved. I'm curious, though, about that. But I do like that, like, the special, intruders are not confined to being just one anomaly in one place. Because we saw the Rosha in 2 different locations. So, fun. You know, sometimes I think the, like, grain filter makes my brain play tricks on me. So, I think something moves or changes when it's not moving or changing. I don't like how that distortion was just so quiet. It was silent and just slowly happening. I don't even know if it locked my camera. I don't think I tried to move the camera. I just was like, oh, the buttons aren't there, guess we can't move. When I hit the buttons. That's something I did. Is there still something wrong? Has something become wrong? Why are these mice, like, not on properly? Why is that normal? Why are these mice not, like, properly on the mouse pad? Why is this mouse upside down? How would that ever come to be like that? In a doctor's office setting, at least. Like, what? Plant missing. Pay attention, there's 2 plants on this table. One of them needs to go. No. One of them went. I put the mouse upside down when it's turned off. Like this. You turn it around so that everything's inverted. Or, like, upside down is different from, like, turning it around. I can see turning it upside down so you can be like, oh, right, I turned this off. I need to remember to turn it on before I try to use it again. But flipping it around like this, I can see maybe if you have inverted mouse controls and you want to revert them, but you're not doing that. You don't have that problem in the doctor's office. Why are these mice like that? Oh, abyss in water closet. Yeah. They really wanted to go home after work and they, like, flipped it. They spun their mouse around. They were so happy to go home. They flicked their wrist off of the mouse, which then, in turn, rotated it. I'm sorry, is that poison? What? Is that wine? Alcohol? Is that a skull on there? I can't tell. Some flair. Yeah. Like, I'm out of here. Go out with a bang. Even though it's just out for the day. Not out of the job, but out of the work day. I do get scared when I know we don't have a warning anymore. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Because I just feel like I'm going to end up missing 3 things for too long, and we're gonna die, and I'm not gonna know. Actually, I think it is 4 that kills you, and the warning is at 3. But you only see you only get, like, reports of 3 afterwards, because once the 4th one spawns in, you're dead. And so the 4th one it's not going to give you feedback like, hey, you missed this thing that you didn't actually miss because it spawned and killed you. Hello? Hello? I heard something. I don't hear anything again. What was that? You heard a knock too, right? I'm not crazy? And it wasn't like an alert or something? I swear I heard a knock. While in this room, but there's not, like, a door that I can click on. And there isn't, like, sound anomaly. I feel like I'm going crazy. Was this pipe always here? See, things like that are part of the environment. Water closet ghost. Ghost baby, that must be one of the infants that the Brosha killed. 8. That's what the wiki said. Broshas like to eat infants. So, that was an infant. A ghost infant. Alright. We are now into spooky music hour. Oh boy. Let's see if we can do this. And not die. Not having a warning makes this very scary. There could very well just be one active anomaly, and then a second one shows up that we don't notice, and then a third one shows up that we don't notice, and then we die. That could happen. No, I already checked this piece. Wait, no. The monitor's gone. I was like, I already checked. The PC's meant to be on the floor. Wait a minute. Where's the monitor? How are you supposed to use the PC without a monitor? That's a trick question, you don't. Nothing in here. Okay. Got that. I'm surprised that we haven't seen National Doctors Day posters change to be like National Death Day or something. I don't know. National Medical Malpractice Day. I don't know. Camrol soda. We haven't seen that change either. I'm sure there's a ton of anomalies that weren't... What are you? That's actually creepy. It's not just... Because it's a shadowy figure that's shadowy in, like, under a spotlight. Hello? You are the embodiment of shadows. With eyes. Glowing eyes. I don't know why that was so creepy to me. Book gone from here. If these mice are ever the right way around, except for that one, then something's wrong. I'm gonna check it because it's funny. And then we're gonna die because I'm gonna go to a camera. Okay, no. Never mind. I was gonna say we're gonna die because I'm gonna go to a camera, it's gonna lock me in, and I'm gonna have that report going. Chillax. You're fine, aloe vera plant, you're fine. Nothing's gonna kill you. That was hilarious. Kane could never get the physics right. I guess not. We got the collision glitching out. You know how physics goes crazy when collision gets involved. And by collision gets involved, I mean one collision getting into another collision. And collisioning. Okay, we might actually live. We might be fine. Despite our early warning, we might be fine. We're so close. There still might be one or two anomalies that can spawn. There's like time. You're broken. There's like time for one more anomaly to spawn, maybe. I mean, that clock was broken. I don't know how long that clock was broken for. I think it just, like, looked about right for a period of time. You made it, you fixed 28 anomalies, the same as last time. Woo! Alright. Quit. We're gonna do one more map. And we're gonna finish it. We've done hospital and pool. Do we want to do train, hotel, university, or summer cottage? Scarlett, are there any you want to particularly play? Or I guess see? I think university is the only one I've really seen. Summer cottage, I think, is like on the Steam page, not the store page, but like the page where you play it. I'm pretty sure the summer cottage is used as background for that. So kind of tempted to go with that one because of that. University, I think, has a fun thing. But I also feel like I am going to get overwhelmed if I go to university. So, summer cottage. We'll go with summer college. I'm kidding. Summer cottage. Oh, it's this one. Okay, this is a map I have seen before. I think it's like the only one that I actually watched someone play. No, I watched this in university, I think. Summer cottage. Our international branch has received reports of anomalous events happening in a remote summer cottage in northern Finland. Numerous instances of object replacement and extra objects were reported by the owner. They originally thought their wife had been bringing old junk to the cottage, but later realized that the objects appearing were of anomalous origin. The owner of the cottage says they witnessed a large, messy, and extremely malodorous man emerging from the woods to chop wood in their yard. The owner's wife recalled moments when they were sitting by the sauna and could swear that they saw a humanoid-looking creature in the water. Creepy. Okay, we've got a blue car, shovel, swing, pole of some kind, mailbox, some plants in a barrel, I think, darts, trash, and I think that's like tea. At least I'm pretty sure that's the same model that is used for tea in Supermarket Together, or one of the teas. Some chairs and a lot of beer. And a porch light. And trees. We got a children's painting that is normal painting size instead of children's painting size. We've got sunflowers, book on the table, just sleeping, like, duvet on the floor, chair, TV, aloe vera, records, I want to say. Maybe they're books, but I want to say they're records. DVD player, question mark, jar, box, plant, mini car running over a person. Is that normal? Also, why is the frame rate so low? And lamp, and chair here. Fire, basket, logs, honey nut shears, no added sugar, plate instead of a bowl for those honey nut shears, pots and pans, pizza thing, microwave, dishes and stuff, apples, the swing again, one vase with plants and a bunch of empty vases, rolling pin. I think those are potatoes. I think I call them apples, but I think they're potatoes. Okay, out here's fine. It's in here where it's, like, laggy for some reason. right? I think so. Shoes. 1 is just a single one. 5 chairs. What? Why is there... Why is there a dinner cut chair? What? Excuse me? Grill. Birdhouse. I don't know. Trees. Normal forest. I'm scared of here because there's almost certainly going to be anomalies here, but I hope they're extra things, because I'm not going to notice if, like, one of these trees disappears. Outhouse with a lamp on it. Light. Barn-ish. Double door. Single door. I don't think this is a barn. It's a warehouse. With, like, there's nothing in the area. Is there something missing here? It's awfully empty. And I don't know if that's normal or not. Scythe, light, a lot of wood, bunch of buckets stacked. Boat, benches on the dock, ladder into the pool, bucket under there, bunch of the floater things, couple chairs, one has a towel on it, flowers, pod. Is that supposed to be the door handle? What is that? I don't know what that is, but I'm going to hope it's the door handle. Yeah, and I think that's it. We're back at the start. Cool. Did the door change? I don't remember. Okay. Singular shoe. That's probably normal. Might be matching with the one outside. I think it is actually matching with the one outside. What do you mean? I just started! There's cabinets here. Oh boy. What do you mean there's already too many anomalies? We just started. Is there a missing chair out here or something? Is there something supposed to be on the table? Are these shoes too big? We're going to die. And I'm not even... well, I'll find out why. But I don't know why right now. Is there supposed to be something on here? Are there not supposed to be benches at the dock? Not what I meant to do. I don't think that, like, any of the anomalies are things I was on the camera for. Also, an ad is starting soon. You can subscribe for a month of ad-free viewing. You'll have an hour of ad-free viewing. You can subscribe for a month of ad-free viewing. You can become a Ko-fi member. You pay less and I get more. Blah 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 blah. I'm panicking. The car is now red. The car is supposed to be blue. That's one of the anomalies I remember from the person I watched. The car changed colors. Was this box always like that? The problem with taking everything in the first run is that if something happens before you get to a camera, you're not going to know. Like, is this grill supposed to be open? Who knows? Is there missing a handle there? Are these oars wrong? I have to check everything because I don't know. Is this wrong? Ah! Well, that's certainly wrong. Hiding a chair seems fairly innocuous. Rolling pin? Or something? I don't know. Okay. Is there something wrong here somewhere? Probably not. No. Is there something wrong here? I'm checking, like, literally everything. Because I'm pretty sure, like, there's at least one anomaly of something that happened before I got to the camera. And so, yeah. Pretty sure this was normal. This is the first camera we started on. This is the camera we started on, and so it has to be what we saw first. Did this move? Did the cuck chair move? It did! I knew it was more in the corner. It was more of a cuck chair. I knew it was trying to fit in with the group too much. What am I saying? I don't know, check that. Is this an outlet? I think that's an outlet. So it's probably fine. Check things because anything could be wrong. Imagine if we win this first run, I'm going to get too full of myself. Is that... Can I do this? Or do I need to light anomaly? Okay, I can do that. Why is it so laggy inside? Outside it's fine. But inside it's laggy. And I don't think I can change that. No, there isn't, like, quality settings. So I can't do anything about it. Every time I go there, I'm just gonna, like, check something new. I think that's new. Were there always cucumbers? Here, I don't know what could possibly be wrong. If there is something wrong. Gosh dang it, what? What? It was probably missing things. Anomaly report. Door anomaly warehouse. Missing kitchen, extra sauna. Okay. Kitchen. Hold on. I'm taking a screenshot of this so I don't forget this time. Okay. Play again. Door anomaly warehouse? I'm sorry? This door was supposed to be open? How was I supposed to know? I knew it felt empty. Of course it's supposed to be open. That's why it was so empty. Okay. Sauna. I was just about to check the buckets. It was extra buckets. And then kitchen. Missing object? Did this pot disappear? I think this pot disappeared. Okay. Cool. Well, that's everything. Didn't realize the door was supposed to be open. Makes sense in hindsight, but still. I really should have checked more. I was like, wow, this place is mighty empty. I should check some things here. I should have checked the doors. I was like, oh, warehouse, okay, I guess that's what it is, just based on the name. I wouldn't have known otherwise. Yeah, maybe because the doors are supposed to be open. And that's how you know it's a warehouse. Okay. I feel a little bit dumb, but also, they happened before I got to them, to be fair. I was right, all of the anomalies we missed, no, not all of them. But quite a few of them, at least one of the big ones, this door, happened before we got to the camera in the first place. So, I can forgive myself, but I also can't forgive myself because I should have checked more. Because I was like, it's so empty, it's so empty. Why is it empty? I don't know. Because the door is supposed to be open. I'm beating up myself up for no reason. I don't need to do that. We'll do better this time. We know that it's supposed to be open now. We know better now. And that's what's important. We learn from our mistakes, and we grow from them. Okay. Yeah, I think that pot on the stove had disappeared. Probably. And I was about to report the extra buckets. And then we died. I'm glad that only 2 of the rooms are inside. So only 2 of the rooms are laggy. I don't even know really what to look for anymore. Bench. Feels like it changed, but I don't think it did actually. It feels like it did, but it doesn't look like it did. Because it didn't. So. Yeah. I need to look here a bit more. Because there could be, like, someone rowing up here, and yeah. Oh. That's a ghost. Ghost in warehouse. Bye-bye. I can't even tell what you're doing with your hands because it goes up and becomes invisible. I can't tell if you're, like, yawning, saluting, eating, smoking. I don't know. I'm going through these cameras way too fast. Just checking out the view. Yeah. That's what I meant by saluting. Not like they were. I wasn't thinking they were like, salute! We're doing things. I was thinking more like just the motion of putting like the hands over the eyes. Blocking the sun from their eyes is what I was thinking of. Hello, manhole cover. Yeah. Why would you be here? What reason doth you have to be in the middle of the forest? The indoor plumbing here is really nice. It must be if there's a manhole. If there's sewers here, must be really nice indoor plumbing for these 2 buildings. Because this building, I'm sure, doesn't have plumbing. This one, maybe. It is a sauna. So, I assume a sauna would have plumbing. But it also could not. And it's just hot rocks and, you know, that stuff. This house has plumbing, because there's a sink. But, yeah. Spared no expense. No expense was spared in the making of this plumbing system. Expenses were spared other places, but not in the plumbing system. see. I'm glad tomorrow's my day off so I can sleep in a bit. They have something against outhouses. You know, I think this is an outhouse. So maybe the sewer is here because they didn't want, like, a normal outhouse. They wanted an outhouse that has an actual plumbing toilet with plumbing in it. So that's why they had sewers. Yeah, inside there it's actually just really it's really good looking in there. And it's just a porcelain throne. You got a faucet, a sink in there too, you know? And you've also got a hand dryer as well. Maybe if that door ever opens, we can find out. Multiple things have appeared here. These 3 things were not here before. None of them. See? Why did they add so many? Honey nut cheers. Cheers. Tink. On New Year's Eve, my family hosts a party. We don't drink alcohol, and, like, no one... I don't think anyone that we play games with, in real life do, as well. So, we don't have wine at the parties. Also, there's kids there, and we don't want kids drinking wine. And we don't want inebriated adults with children. Granted, we also... Anyway, New Year's Eve, we have a party every year, sparkling cider, and we all just, at New Year's, just like, Happy New Year, and then we, like, go around, tink, tink, sometimes we'll say tink, tinking our glasses together. It's good fun. It's very good fun. Has anything happened inside the warehouse? Because I didn't actually, like, be like, okay, there's a ladder, there's a shovel, there's a bucket, there's a chainsaw, there's a... Is that a gas tank? I think that's a gas can. So, I don't know if anything's gone missing or is new. Because we never went through that over there. Because the door was closed when we first got there. This isn't supposed to be dartboard, though. I do know that. That's supposed to be a life thing. Yeah. I want to say life wreath, but that's not it. Is it called a lifesaver? It might be. Because the candies might have just been like, that's a lifesaver, so we're gonna call ourselves lifesavers. But it could also not be called a lifesaver? I don't know. It might, I don't know. Life ring. That kind of makes me think of magic, and it's like a ring you wear of life. Gives you plus 10 to your max HP. Because it looks like a life ring. That is why the candy is called Lifesaver, though. It is, but is it called a life ring, or is it called a lifesaver? Like, are the candies just named slightly after them? Because I know they're shaped like life rings, but are the name of the life rings lifesavers as well? Or did lifesavers just be like, life rings is a boring name, let's call them lifesavers. And then we can say, do you want a lifesaver? These are lifesavers. This isn't new. Is it? I don't remember now. I've reported it once before, but was that last time? Or was it this time? I think it was this time. It was this time. Okay. I'm waiting for something interesting to happen out here. As far as, you know, it's a life ring? Okay. That makes sense. It could also be called a lifesaver. I'm looking it up slowly as I go through the cameras. Life ring. Life ring. Hold on. Life boy. Life buoy? Is that what it's called? Oh. Footsteps are not supposed to be here. Life buoy or life ring. Among many other names. See other names. Is that how you boy it? It's buoyancy. So boya. Boy. Life boy? Life boy. There's two other things missing and I don't know what. We're not missing, but wrong. Oh! At least it's not a human leg. There also could very well be something with these shelves, because I don't know. Let's see. Other names. I'm seeing other names. I'm not seeing other anomalies, though. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And that's the right amount. I don't see anything wrong here. I don't see anything wrong here. Unless it's, like, up here. I don't see anything wrong here. I don't think these chairs have moved. I'm pretty sure I checked this chair if it moved. Is it other names? Okay. I need to pay attention because we are on the verge of death. Okay. Oh, extra buckets! Life preserver, life ring, life dash ring, life belt, lifesaver, ring boy, donut, safety wheel, Perry boy, and Kisby ring. I don't know where Kisby comes from, but... Is this changed? Is this supposed to be... like, I don't know, closed? Closed doesn't feel like the right term for that. So lifesaver is one of the terms. Life dash saver. Not lifesaver single word. That's the candy. Do you classify mints as candy? I feel like yes. Like hard mints are classified as candy in the same way mint gum is classified as gum. I mean, sure. I think different forms, like maybe mints like Altoids might not really be considered candy, but like mint lifesavers I think are. Maybe that's because of the association with the other lifesavers that are hard candy. Maybe it's because they're usually individually wrapped as well, and you know, in a bigger bag instead of like a little tin thing. Like if it's in a tin thing, I'm not sure I would call those mints candies, but like a bag of mint lifesavers, I might consider handy. Context dependent, really. Like everything, context is important. I just wanted to check what we can report with the right click. I feel like we're going to die. And I don't know why. Well, I know why I think we're going to die, but I don't know why we would die, because I don't see anything wrong. I'm like going everywhere and like checking all of the things I've made mental notes of, and I'm like, that's normal, that's normal. But I still feel like we're gonna die because we don't have a warning anymore. Should I check up here? I don't know. We checked this area like right when we started, so I think the outhouse, we would have known if the outhouse door was meant to be open. Besides, it's an outhouse. The door is closed and there's a window to like ventilate, but like you don't keep the door open. One, so creatures don't get in, and also scent or something, I don't know. Still got... I've forgotten the word now. Okay. We officially have lost our streak of finishing on the second try each run, or for each map. Anomaly report. Light anomaly, front yard. Extra object warehouse. What was extra there? In the living room painting anomaly? Okay. So, front yard light anomaly. Oh. I don't think the light was on. Or at least it wasn't working, I don't think. I don't remember seeing the light on the steps. Okay. Living room, I'm guessing this painting had changed and I didn't notice. And then, what was the last thing? Warehouse, extra object. Oh gosh, what was extra? Okay, warehouse check this time. Shovel, bucket, chainsaw, gas canister, 3 boxes. Is that also a gas canister, or is that something? Various tools on these shelves, an axe here. So if anything comes here, that's new. Alright. One more try. If we fail, I'm going to end anyway because I don't want to go too late. I want to still have some time to do some other things today. Like, every time I went on this camera, I would, like, look at this, and half the time I would be like, is there one missing? I only see 2. Oh, wait, there is 3. The red one just kind of blends in. So it's all things I didn't really notice last time. Now I'm going to pay attention to the light here. Oh, yeah, I don't think the car had a shadow either. Yeah. I don't know how long that was. That was like that for a while, I'm pretty sure. I assume the painting anomaly was the most recent one, because I looked at it fairly recently before we died, and it hadn't changed. At least hadn't changed obviously. I don't know. We're going to win this time. We've looked at these so much now. That feels like it's a different color, but it's probably not. But I'm gonna report it anyway. There's not a downside to reporting in this mode. In this difficulty. Difficulty. I don't know what difficulty in Spanish. I was trying to come up with something and I couldn't. I know difficult is difícil. But I don't know what difficulty is. Difícil. I've been saying my Spanish C's as a lot more because of a song, and I'm like, it has like so many different sounds, like C sounds, or like, you know, those kinds of sounds, and it's like, escuche tu voz. Oh gosh. Oh gosh, what is this? How does that song start? Because it's the chorus. I can only think of the chorus right now, and the chorus does not have those words. No, that's the second verse. En el que la resignación. No. Justo en el momento en el que me empezaba a sospechar que la. No. Oh gosh. What are the lyrics? Hold on, we're still early in, so we're probably fine. Although it has been an hour and I don't think I've reported an anomaly. So we're probably not fine. But I also... Okay, never mind. There's that right there. Adelante por los sueños. Genius, help me. Let me finish checking this room before I move on. Justo en el momento en que empezabas a encontrar oscuridad hasta en el sol de mi ciudad. So, listening to that, normally I would have said, like, ciudad, but ciudad. Ciudad is how that C is pronounced. Justo en el momento que la resignación, instead of, like, resignación, which I would normally say en el que la resignación, but en el que la resignación resignación consumía cada día mi ilusión. Apareces tú y me das la mano. I love this song. It's actually, like, really great and uplifting. If you don't know Spanish, you have no idea what I'm saying, but it's uplifting. It's like, justo en el momento en que empezaba a encontrar oscuridad en el sol de mi ciudad. just as I'm about to notice that uh, the sun in my city is being obscured. Justo en el momento en el que la resignación consumía cada día mi ilusión, uh, just in the moment when resignation uh, every day consumes my illusion, which kind of not directly translate because it is. I think ilusión in Spanish is oftentimes more like an emotion. Like ilusión is like a positive emotion, which I don't think there is a direct translation for it in English. Like the closest thing is like illusion, but I mean, sure, it does also mean illusion, but like there's also ilusión, which is a positive emotion, and that's what's being consumed every day. Apareces tú y me das la mano, y sin mirarme te acercas a mi lado. So, like, just when these bad things are happening, uh, you appear by my you appear and give me your hand, and without looking at me, you approach my side. You come to my side. Y despacito me dices susurrando que escuche tu voz, which translates roughly to, and slowly you whisper to me to listen to your voice. And then it's adelante por blah 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 blah. Adelante por blah 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 blah, which is like press forward, keep going. I remember seeing something. It was when I like Google translated it on like the YouTube Music app, looking at the lyrics. I clicked translate. That had like different words that kind of fit better. But I don't remember those. So, but it's like, you know, keep going. Adelante is like forward. So, forward for the dreams that still remain. Forward for those who have yet to come. Forward because the goal does not matter. The destination is the promise to continue. That's a rough translation. Seguir is like continue, but also like follow. It's seguir as in like after. The destination is the promise to follow after, continue, go on, that sort of stuff. It's interesting to like have learned Spanish from like such a young age, and like I was in immersion, which meant, or I was in dual immersion, which meant my classes, half of my classes were in English, and the other half of my classes, including Spanish class, we would speak entirely in Spanish. Very like early on, that's an arm. Early on, it was like less strict, but like the later years went on, it got more strict. Like, oh, if you speak English, you're gonna get punished. Unless you were asking like como se dice, como se dice warehouse, for example, which is how do you say warehouse? Como se dice insert English word. How do you say insert English word? So, that was allowed. But otherwise it was entirely Spanish. So, that's an interesting thing. So, a lot of words I learned like in Spanish contexts, not translated from English. So, that's the interesting thing about being bilingual, especially like this, where you have some words, and especially in languages or I guess all languages have some words that don't have a direct translation to other languages. Like, I'm sure no two languages have, like, all the words that are in that there's a version in both ways. They're all going to be like slightly different. Like, Segid is to go after, be like following after something. Uh, but I don't think there's like a direct translation to English. Not one that's entirely accurate and can have all the nuances that the Spanish word does. And it's the same thing in English too. There are words in English that don't have a direct translation to a Spanish word, not without like all the nuances that the English word has. I can't think of any off the top of my head, but I know they exist. And there are oftentimes, or not oftentimes, but there will be sometimes when I know a word in Spanish, but I won't know a word that what it is in English, which is really funny. Just like, oh, I know what you're talking about in Spanish, not in English though. I can think of the Spanish word for it, but I don't know if I know the English word. Hello, sir? Can you leave? Ah! Okay. Thanks for leaving. Anyway, yeah, it's fun. It's fun being bilingual. I do want to learn more languages. Uh, but uh, it's difficult. Like, language learning apps are all well and good, but I don't know. They still feel kind of wrong. I don't know. Not really wrong, but like, they don't exactly feel like the best way to learn. Like, if I really wanted to learn a language, I would be like, okay, someone teach me the language. Like, put me into a class to teach me for me to learn this language. But that costs money. And so I'm not like satisfied learning a language through an app, but I can't learn in like a class because a class costs money I don't have. Slash money I'm using for other things like saving up for a better computer. I have been like zooming through the cameras. I'm pretty sure nothing's wrong. But that's also pretty sure. That's not I'm certain there's nothing wrong. Because I've been just like, oh yeah, don't say anything obvious, move on. Don't say anything obvious, move on. I've checked all of my hot spots where I know anomalies can be. Yeah. But it would, I think, the language I want to learn, like, the soonest would probably be French, because I like the language, and it's also close enough to Spanish where it wouldn't be, like, too difficult. Then again, it's also probably, like, about the same distance from Spanish as it is to English, because they all have, like, Latin roots. Uh, then again, English is a melting pot language where, like, it just takes words from every language. So there isn't really one root, unlike Spanish and French, which are Latin origin. Because, like, there's a lot of words that are similar in English and Spanish, and then there are some that are completely different. And I think the ones that are completely different are the ones that are less Latin in root. But, yeah. They're fairly similar. They also both are gendered languages. Then again, the, like, other two main languages I would probably want to learn, like, I think would be Chinese and Japanese. I'm pretty sure those both are pretty gendered language. No, they're not gendered languages in the same way as Spanish and French are. Like, I don't. In Chinese and Japanese, I think there's, like, words for, like, mom and dad, but I feel. I don't fully know. I could be wrong, but I don't know if there's, like, all more gender neutral words in those languages, like parent, spouse. But that's, I also don't know the languages, so I could just be wrong there. But like French and Spanish, objects have gender, and there isn't a gender neutral pronoun. There isn't they, like in English. There isn't singular they. Singular they in Spanish is él o ella, which is him or her, not singular they. uh, I mean, there is, no, there's us and you, and by, well, not you, but like you guys. There's nosotros, which is us, we, and there's vosotros, which is you, the other people that are not me. You guys. Y'all, if you would. There is a neutral one for Chinese and Japanese? Okay. So I am wrong. But, like, in Spanish, there isn't a gender neutral word for parents. I mean, they act like there is. There is madre for mother and padre for father. And if you're saying, like, both, I think you usually say padres, but I don't think there's, like, parents. I just think there's madre and padre. And then padres if there's multiple parents. But, I mean, I don't know. But, like, there isn't them in a gender-neutral context. It's él or ella, or ellos or ellas. I think generally, when it's, like, multi-gendered, it generally defaults to ellos, which is, them masculine. It's kind of crazy, like, because in Spanish, there's direct translations to him and her, él and ella, but them, there is not a direct translation at all. There's ellos and ellas, which is them masculine and them feminine. You can't there's no gender neutral, which is terrible. At least maybe they've updated. Maybe the language has gotten some updates since I was in school, especially because queerness is getting more represented, so English is progressing more, at least. But I don't know if, like, anyone's come up with a gender-neutral, them in Spanish. Other than just él or ellos. Okay, that's just a tree. I was like, I see something moving in the back. Is that a thing? No, it's a tree. It's just a tree. We are fairly far, and so I really don't want to die right now. But we also have used our warning, so we're not gonna know if we're gonna die. But one day it would be nice to learn more languages. It feels like something I would need to do in a class context. It's something that could be done, probably, like, with other people I know teaching me the language, or, like, maybe not entirely that, but, like, not necessarily in, like, a school, go enroll into a class, but, like, lessons in some way that isn't just an app. I don't know. I don't know why I'm so against apps. I was gonna say language learning apps, but then I kind of realized I'm kind of against more than one kind of app because I'm also kind of against dating apps. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I am kind of against apps. I'm also often against mobile games, so maybe I kind of am against apps. And yet, if there's an app version of something, I will go for it over the web version. I always think that, like, oh, I hear the final hour music, but I think that's the sound that happens when you report something. So, kitchen's missing. I was like, I don't think I've looked at the kitchen in a while. Let's look at it. It's gone. That's what it is. Gone. I don't like language learning apps either. Yeah. I can't really explain why I don't like them, but I don't like them. Maybe it's because it's not like how I learned how to speak English in school, which is it was very grounds up. It was like a seed growing into a tree, not a sapling growing into a tree. Which language learning apps kind of feel like the sapling. Which, by this analogy, I mean language learning apps are a sapling because it's taking fundamental things that you already know and growing them into something else. Whereas how I learned it was I don't remember how I started, but I basically learned Spanish from the ground up. Like, at least for the most part, I didn't, like, learn things by, oh, apple is manzana. I learned it as, oh, what this picture is manzana. Or, like, now I don't even, like, remember things. It was like, okay, so this action is comer, not, okay, the word for eating in Spanish is comer. Okay, I got too distracted. What did I miss? Hold on. What do you mean, light anomaly front yard? What do you mean? Okay, and then missing object kitchen. And some object movement sauna. I don't know. We're done. It's late. I have been streaming for an hour and a half. OBS says my bitrate is low. My voice is starting to go. I can feel it slowly leaving. What? I'm sorry, how? OBS says I've been live for 2 hours and basically 40 minutes. Twitch says I've been live for 2 hours and 49 minutes. Huh? Why does Twitch say I've been live for 10 more minutes than OBS? Excuse me? Anyway, we'll come back to this later. Hopefully when my voice isn't dying. Probably also will end up on a Saturday. Either that or a Thursday. I think those are the two other main days I'm streaming. Fridays and Tuesdays are like set things, cozy and 2-player Tuesday. But Thursdays and Saturdays, I think I'm going to like be doing other things. So, look forward to that. My voice is like officially dying. Hold on. Okay, nope, that's not really better. Okay, this is why I'm ending stream. Do I have anybody to raid? Let's see. No. Alright. I'm just gonna end it here then. If you did enjoy this video, please do leave a like, subscribe for more, check out the links in the description, twitch.tv/amethystpenguin live, catch these live, and I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks so much for sticking around till the end. If you have a VOD gang, much appreciated, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye!